So this weekend's video is a little bit different than what we're used to on this channel. It's not going to be the bumper dragon, fireballs, parachutes, heads up stuff. We're going to take it back to the OG, at least in my world, the OG of racing, which is bracket racing. We're going to take it back to where I grew up, which was Cedar Falls. When I was a kid, we raced there every single weekend. We'd drive down 3.5 hours. We'd get done at like midnight. We'd drive all the way back. Dad would jump in the truck and go to work. He'd be up for like 40 hours straight, but it didn't matter because we were having a blast back then. So talked to Dad earlier this week and said, hey, I said, Cedar Falls got Night of Fire. Let's head down there. He's like, yeah, sounds good. I said, there's only one problem. I don't have a race car. He said, don't worry, I got you. You can rent this one for the weekend. So quick video, just kind of a recap of the weekend. Me driving Dad's car and him driving it. We had 2 different classes entered with it. So it didn't turn out quite the way we wanted to. We went 0 for 3 on the weekend. We lost, Dad lost in the 32 car shootout Friday night, first round, and then we both lost first round Saturday. But either way, I had a ton of fun this weekend. Stuff like this is kind of what's really important, getting back on the track with Dad. He's the one that taught me everything I know about this sport, so to go back out with him and spend a weekend it's always a good time. So hopefully you enjoy the video.
Rent a race car. Comes with the whole rig. Just bring your duffel bag and kind of throw her in and away you go. Race car rental center. I told him I wanted the real good one, the tried and true. Oh yes. So it's like 9,000 degrees out. It's Friday night. Dad's gonna run, they have a 32 car shootout, box, no box deal, bracket race. Dad's gonna run that tonight, and then tomorrow we're gonna split it up. Dad's gonna run Super Pro, I'm gonna run Pro. It's like 6:30, said we're gonna get a first time trial hit here at 7. So Dad's just out warming up the car right now. This might appear to be just a normal small block. However, top fuel startup procedure. Is it true that you quit racing and bought this to drive to work every day?
Absolutely.
Was this your street car?
Still is.
Still is. You're missing a passenger seat?
Yeah, I just took it out for this event.
Oh, gotcha.
I needed somewhere to rest my helmet.
Oh, okay. I remember buying this and driving it home.
Rogers, Minnesota.
In pure stock form, Dad said, no, I'm just going to drive it to work. Maybe a cold air intake you're going to put on it?
Yeah, cold air intake. Yeah,
And that was it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all done racing.
Mm-hmm.
Sold the truck, sold the trailer.
Yeah, I'm going to go to car
I
shows.
was going to go to car shows and just drive to work. Here we are.
Things change.
100 degrees out. Bracket racing again. out taking it for a couple laps. I haven't driven it in probably over a year. I drove one race last year. It actually went pretty well. It was just a fun day, but I did win that one. I used to have awful luck in this car. Up until last year, I'd never won around in this car, and then last year, kind of got it turned around. But just a quick run through on the car. It does still start with factory key, which I really like. Radio's still in it. It does have the power antenna, which is my favorite part.
Terms and conditions apply.
Passenger seat's out of it now, but he says he's gonna put it back in. It's all full interior. It's like a 3,300-pound car. It is a small block on methanol, so carbureted stuff. There is a lean out valve. This is open for the pass, and that's about it. Anytime in the pits or idling, this gets opened. You don't have to shift it, which is, I don't know. I don't like it. Dad likes it a lot. It is convenient, but like last time, I'll probably go for the shifter and probably lose a finger because it shouldn't be there. Other than that, though, it's just water pump, fan, fuel pump. It's a pretty easy car to drive. It's tough to see out of. Just the way, once you got a helmet on, you got to be kind of low slung in here, and it's not real easy to see out of the sides of it. But so I just made the first hit in Pro. We're left lane, A533, 4 on the tree with a 147.60. The 60 is about the same as it was last night, and the car is 100 slower to the 330. If I had to guess, it's probably the 50-pound weight difference between Mel and man. He lives on the healthy life, and I don't. So we got one more hit here. We'll see if we can duplicate it, and then we'll dial it in for the first round. So I just made the second time trial in Pro. There was some weirdness at the starting line. We both went in and they held him up, but they didn't hold me up. So I lit the second bulb and I was sitting there for like 38 seconds while they held him up. I had the brake on already. I wasn't on the chip, but I was on the brake. So once the tree finally came on, it came on instantly with his second bulb. Neither of us were ready for it. I ended up going 20 red. He was like 250 on the tree. Overall, though, we made the hit in the right lane as opposed to the left that we made the first hit in. Car was about one number slow the whole way. I did have the lean out valve cracked open. When we were sitting there, if ever I opened it up, I didn't want to load the car up waiting. And I did forget to close it before the pass, so that's probably our one number off. So Dad's just up there now to make the second.
Intro of this video, you might have saw this super fresh t-shirt I'm wearing. It's from Troy Dorn, Dorn Metal Fab up in Isani. Does some excellent work. He just started doing his own thing. If you want to see a really good example, look at Matt Lamb's truck track. It's the blue Toyota. It's in a bunch of these videos, but Troy did a ton of chassis work, front end work, parachute mount on it. There's just a lot of local talent around here that sometimes I feel like people don't even know about. So moving forward in some of these videos, I'm gonna try to highlight some of the options you guys have around here to use. I'm not saying that the shops down south or wherever you want to send your stuff to, you know, Texas, Florida, whatever, Brazil, wherever you guys ship a car to, I'm not saying that they're not great shops. They're super high quality, but there's a ton of local options around here that guys can be using. So moving forward, I'm just going to try to get a couple names in these videos. I'm not saying I'm cheap, but I mean, a guy sends me a t-shirt, it might get like a 1-minute spot at the end of the video. So that's it for this week.